All right, home athletes, TGIF, am I right? We're going to finish up this week of workouts with a 20-minute AMRAP. We have 3 different movements. We have 400-meter run to start each round to get that measured out prior to. Should take a couple minutes or so, give or take. Then we have some dumbbell snatches. We have doing 30 reps. We're going to alternate hands each and every rep. So 30 total or 15 per arm, whichever you want to look at that. So you will need a dumbbell, single dumbbell for today's workout. Actually need 2 dumbbells for today's workout because our next movement, our last movement each round is 20 dumbbell plank rows. I am going to demonstrate all this stuff for you in just a moment. So we have a good mixture of cardio with the running, dumbbell snatches, that's an Olympic lift, so it's very good. Legs, hips, core, and then our plank rows, more core and upper body strength. Good mixture of movements today. So let me demonstrate our movements. We have dumbbell snatch. So we have 1 dumbbell for this particular movement. Does not have to be particularly heavy. In fact, it really shouldn't be too heavy because you're doing 30 reps of these. So kind of light to medium weight. But dumbbell starts on the floor right between the feet. I'll break this down into a few different movements for you. So first, we call this the jump and shrug. You can try this on your own, but feet stay flat on the floor. We're bending the knees, we're bending the hips, we're dropping down with that kettlebell. Notice my hips are lower than my shoulders. We start with a jump and shrug, right? We're just driving really hard up with the legs and hips and getting a nice shrug of the shoulder at the top. This is how we get the dumbbell moving upwards, right? And the next part is an elbow pull, right? So we jump, shrug, and pull that elbow up high, right? This keeps the weight nice and close to the body. This is, I always think of this is kind of like starting a gas lawnmower if you've ever done it. You got that cord on there and you pull it straight up, just like that. And then the last part of the movement, you can see me on the camera here, the last part of the movement is we jump and shrug, we pull that elbow high, and then we punch the weight up toward the ceiling. Right, so the full movement, dumbbell snatch from the floor, straight up overhead, right back down again. And you guys will be switching hands each rep, right? So I just did 1 rep with my right hand, then I'll go left hand, then I'll go right hand. You get the idea. 30 total, 15 per arm. And then our dumbbell plank rows. Ideally you have 2 dumbbells for this, although if you only have 1, you can just kind of switch the dumbbell back in half. But ideally we have 2 dumbbells like this. We're doing a plank hold with our hands on the dumbbells, right? So wrists should be straight here as opposed to bent. Nice side bend line, of course. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your butt. A little bit of space between the feet because we're doing those rows. We don't want to be falling over. Feet are probably about shoulder width apart. But as we do these, we're going to plank and we're going to row. We're going to pull that dumbbell up into the shoulder. It's 1 rep, 2 rep, 3 rep, 4 rep, 5 rep. You're doing 20 total, 10 per side. That's a good workout. Works the upper body pullers, upper back. Definitely works your core. That'll be a full round. So 400-meter run, 30 snatches, 20 plank rows. I'd say in 20 minutes, hoping to get, 4 or 5 rounds in there. Something like that. Should be a good workout. Let me go ahead and run you through a warm-up now. We need, what do we need? We need 1 of our dumbbells, and that's about it. So, first off, I want you to go on a 200-meter run, right? 200-meter run. I'll let you can pause the video now, go run your 200 meters. Should take about a minute or so, right? I'll wait. Okay, you're back. You've done your 200-meter run. So let me get my timer going here. I should have thought of this earlier. Timer is started, so we're going to do a plank hold. 1 minute plank hold if we can. Let's go arms straight, belly nice and set, and simply holding that position for 1 minute. We're thinking about squeezing the quads, squeezing the glutes, and bracing your belly. If you can't do the full minute, that's fine. You can take a little break if you need to. But if you can, and I'm pretty sure you can go for a full minute on a plank hold. I'm going to let you keep working on that. You got about 40 more seconds. Again, if you need to take a little break here, please do. If not, try to go for the full minute. We have 30 more seconds. If you're having a hard time doing this minute, it tells me that you should probably do a little more planking. Planking is an extremely useful core exercise that helps to develop stability through the midline. Got 15 more seconds. Almost there, guys. We got 5 more seconds on our plank hold. 3, 2, 1. All right, well done on that. We're gonna do some dumbbell bent over rows now. Grab one of your dumbbells, hold both ends like this. Let's go ahead and extend those hips back, keep a nice flat back, and pull that weight up into kind of basically just below the chest, kind of about sternum level's good. Make sure we're keeping that back flat. You should feel a lot of tension on your hamstrings here, that's good. We're just pulling that weight up into the chest. Kind of working on warming up those kind of mid, upper back muscles. You keep going on that. Got about 30 more seconds for our dumbbell rows. This is a great postural exercise too. A lot of people tend to be a little rounded in the back because we spend too much time on computers. These bent over rows like this are really great for kind of strengthening our scapular retractors, making us, stand up a little taller, which is a good thing. Got a few more seconds here. Get a couple more rows in. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. So, again, I want you to do a nice, easy 200-meter run. Down and back, about a minute. Ignore my beeping. You can hit the pause, do your run. I'll see you in a minute. All right, you're back. Second part of the warm-up. We're going to go side plank. 30 seconds on each side. Go ahead, drop down on the floor. Put your elbow directly below the shoulders. Raise the hips. Just going to go 30 seconds on this side. And then when I say flip, we'll flip it over. Keep going. Keep planking. One heel on top of the other. I'll give you a few more seconds on this side. Well, about 10 more seconds on this side. Very good variation of the plank is a side plank. All right, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over to the other side now. 30 seconds on the other side for our side plank. Again, we want the elbow directly below the shoulder. One heel on top of the other. I like to extend this other arm up in the air. It's not necessary, but I kind of like it. And we're trying to do that for the full 30 seconds. Got 10 more seconds on this side. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Then the last thing we're going to do, we're going to take one of our dumbbells. We're going to hold both ends of it like this. We're going to do some overhead presses. Keep the heels off flat on the floor, knees are locked. Press straight up, bring it back down again. Just like that. Always looking for a full lock out of the elbows, which basically means push that weight up as high as it goes before bringing it back down. Don't have to go super fast. We're just warming up right now. Just warming up those shoulders and everything else. As you're doing these, make sure those elbows aren't flaring out to the sides. As we do this, elbow should be basically pointing forward most of the time. Pointing at the screen. Got about 30 more seconds here. Again, just working at a warm-up pace, kind of slow. Warming things up. Getting those shoulders ready for our snatches and our plank rows and everything else. 20 more seconds. Don't worry, the warm-up's almost over. 10 seconds. Now you're eager to get to that workout. It's a good one today. 3, 2, 1. All right, warm-up complete. Time for your workout. So get your timer set, right? You need a 20-minute countdown running on your timer. And you got your 400-meter run, 30 snatches, 20 plank rows. That's it. It's going to be a good workout. Get it done, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend.